Time now for the Cannabis Connection Show. Now your hosts from the Dream Days Dispensary in Depew.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cannabis Connect podcast, your Saturday morning stop for honest, educational, and entertaining talks about the cannabis industry. I'm your host, Sydney Barrett, coming to you from Dream Days Dispensary. Whether you're new to cannabis or just curious, we're here to guide you through the haze with real stories and real facts. You can listen live on WEBR Radio, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every Saturday, or you can listen in to all of our past podcasts on webrradio.com. You can also learn more if you visit my website, www.thedreamdaze.com, and that's DAZE, or by calling us directly at 716-288-7138. And Nikki, with the transition into cannabis, did you face any hesitation or stigma from your friends, family, workplace? I know you were a medical professional, and how did that go?
Well, it's interesting because I'm able to work for the first time since my injury over the last year, where I was on total disability and I didn't think I was going to be able to work again.
Wow.
So the plant has allowed me to work again. So is there a stigma? I faced probably the biggest stigma from healthcare professionals. And it was those healthcare professionals that just kept giving me more and more drugs. And at the end of the day, no one can really speak to your experience if they haven't walked in your shoes. And that's probably the biggest message I want to share with others is stop judging what you don't understand. If I'm smoking a joint, that doesn't make me a bad human.
Aww.
And I felt that all the time, especially being anywhere near anything medical or medical people. Like, I was joint shamed. People look at you funny. When I was fighting for legalization and the ability to have dispensaries on Grand Island, where I'm from, the comments that were made, the attacks I got attacked for, it was downright scary. I felt like I was literally coming out of, Richard Nixon's office saying, I heard everything negative concerning cannabis you can ever imagine. And I can't believe you want people to smoke that devil's lettuce and that pot and that bad stuff. And, you're going to destroy our youth. Our youth is never going to have a brain. Like, I'm sure these sound familiar to everyone that's listening. But at the end of the day, stop judging what you don't understand. I find the people that need cannabis the most hate it the most or think they hate it the most. And then when they try it, like, I'm one of those people. I mean, my son was arrested for a felony for growing cannabis. Not only did I hate the plant, I disowned my son. Now here I am, 7 years later, and this plant has saved my life. Imagine how I felt for many years after I shunned him and made him feel like garbage. And now here I am selling legal cannabis to dispensaries such as yours, Sydney.
Right.
And I've had to do a lot of repair with my son. And at the end of the day, we all need to take a step back and stop judging those, quote, potheads that maybe they were self-medicating because of a mental health issue. Maybe they were self-medicating because of pain and cannabis was the only thing that helped them. Stop judging and be more loving.
Oh, that's very sweet to hear. And, with the change in times and with the change of research and, times are changing. And, now's the perfect time to kind of get in, learn more, trial stuff out. Now that it's all legal, tested, you can legally have up to 3 ounces of flower on you. You can legally have 24 grams of edibles on you. That's a lot. It's all regulated and backed by insurance, lab tests, the state. We're working very diligently to provide these options, and, you never know what you need till you need it. So we got you here. Thank you, Nikki, for being so open and generous with your story. You remind us that cannabis is more than just products. It's about people, and it's never too late to try something new. Thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate you so much. You guys can see more information about Nikki at nikkiandtheplant.org. And that is it for this week's episode of Cannabis Connect podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, don't forget to tune in next Saturday, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., or listen anytime at WEBRradio.com. You can also visit us at 5100 Transit Road in Depew, New York. We're open every day, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., and you can also call us anytime at 716-288-7138.